BlackRock, Bitcoin, and the next phase of the game. Welcome back to the Bitcoin Street Journal, your go-to signal through the noise, where memes meet markets and cypherpunk meets Wall Street. Today, we're digging into something deeper than headlines and hype. We're unpacking a massive narrative shift that's quietly underway, even as the average investor sleeps through the sirens. You've probably seen the name BlackRock splashed across your Bitcoin newsfeed lately. Yes, that BlackRock, the trillion-dollar behemoth that holds the puppet strings of the traditional financial system. The same BlackRock that once scoffed at Bitcoin is now the biggest name in the room when it comes to the US spot ETF. And look, this isn't just about an ETF approval. This is about a tectonic shift in how Bitcoin is being perceived, packaged, and positioned. And it's moving fast. So let's zoom out and trace the outlines of what's really going on. Buckle up, because this one's going to stretch your perspective. From fringe to front row, Bitcoin didn't need Wall Street's approval. It was forged in the ashes of the 2008 financial crisis, the exact system BlackRock thrives in. For over a decade, Bitcoiners built an opt-out monetary network. Grassroots, open source, leaderless. It was mocked, it was dismissed, it was criminalized. And then it didn't die. What happened instead? It survived and thrived. Every crash, every crackdown, every obituary printed by financial pundits just served to harden it. Now here we are. Bitcoin is no longer fringe. It's not just gold for geeks or internet magic money. It's becoming the digital monetary asset of the 21st century. And the suits are finally catching up. The BlackRock pivot. BlackRock's pivot is not some accidental nod to innovation. It's strategic, calculated. Larry Fink, the CEO of BlackRock, is on record calling Bitcoin an international asset, a flight to quality, and, get this, a potential solution for deteriorating fiat currencies around the world. That's not some intern writing press releases. That's the largest asset manager on earth rewriting the Bitcoin narrative. So ask yourself, why now? Well, we're entering an age of sovereign debt dysfunction. Fiat currencies across the board are losing purchasing power. Gold isn't cutting it for the digital generation, and traditional portfolios, the 60-40 portfolio model, are losing relevance in an era of endless monetary debasement. BlackRock is positioning Bitcoin not just as a hedge, but as a core asset in the new global portfolio. It's no longer alternative. It's becoming fundamental. The Trojan horse theory. Now, here's where it gets interesting, or terrifying, depending on your vantage point. There's a growing theory among veteran Bitcoiners. Wall Street isn't just coming to buy Bitcoin. It's coming to wrap it in paper, package it, and cage it in the ETF industrial complex. Think about it. The beauty of Bitcoin is its self-custody, not your keys, not your coins. But if tens of billions of dollars of BTC are locked away in BlackRock's cold storage, managed through custodians like Coinbase, is that still the revolution we signed up for? Let's be real. Institutions aren't using Bitcoin like you and I do. They're not running nodes. They're not dollar cost averaging with Lightning. They're using it as a product, a ticker symbol on a chart. So, is this the Trojan horse? The traditional financial system climbing into Bitcoin's castle walls under the guise of legitimacy, only to reshape it from the inside? Or is Bitcoin the virus inside the Trojan horse, slowly infecting the very institutions that tried to ignore it? Time will tell. But history has a sense of irony, and Bitcoin tends to play the long game. The sovereign chessboard. Zoom out again. What does this mean for nation-states? With BlackRock legitimizing Bitcoin in the eyes of global finance, countries now face a new question: adopt it, regulate it, or get left behind. We're already seeing the first dominoes. El Salvador, ridiculed at first, is sitting on sovereign BTC gains. Bhutan's investing in Bitcoin mining. Even the US Treasury is holding seized Bitcoin from criminal cases. And so far, they haven't rushed to sell it. But the real kicker? BlackRock's influence doesn't stop at ETFs. It has its hands deep in governments, central banks, and policy circles. If BlackRock treats Bitcoin as a strategic reserve asset, guess who else might start doing the same? We may be witnessing the slow-motion shift from dollar dominance to a new kind of financial multipolarity, where Bitcoin becomes the neutral reserve of the internet age. What this means for you. So what do we do with all this? If you're listening to this podcast, you're probably not here for ETF exposure or 2% allocations in a retirement portfolio. You're here because you understand what Bitcoin actually is: a sovereign monetary system for individuals, a breakaway protocol, a peaceful revolution. But now we're entering a new phase, one where that revolution is being studied, adopted, and yes, co-opted by the very system it sought to replace. So hold your keys, run your node, educate the next wave, and watch carefully. Because Bitcoin isn't just a price on a screen anymore. It's a global narrative being rewritten in real time by anarchists, autocrats, asset managers, and everyone in between. The real signal. BlackRock entering Bitcoin isn't bullish or bearish, it's reality. The real question is, will Bitcoin bend to the system or will the system bend to Bitcoin? That's the long game. And if Bitcoin's track record tells us anything, it's that the protocol doesn't care who you are. CEO or pleb, hedge fund or hodler. It rewards conviction, discipline, and time. So stay sovereign, stay sharp, and stay listening, because the story isn't over. It's just getting started. This has been the Bitcoin Street Journal. No sponsors, no gatekeepers, just signal. We'll see you on the next block.